Hello, my fellow Americans and international friends, and welcome back into the Cal Report. Today is January 7th, 2023. Now for some Orange County School Board news. Just 4 days before Christmas, a new governing board majority at the Capistrano Unified School District voted 4-3 to end the contract of their now former superintendent, Kristen Brulte. And just a couple nights ago at the special meeting that was held at the Orange Unified School District, the new governing board voted 4-3 to fire Superintendent Gunn Marie Hansen and Assistant Superintendent Kathleen Corella. More than a couple hundred people came to the meeting, and boy, was it a big one. Let's take a look and see what happened.
So I have one board member properly acknowledging that legal advice is given confidentially and not in a public setting, and another board member demanding that legal advice be given in a public setting.
Hold on, and then we have a protocol that these board members came up with. The president has to seek approval. You have to get approval of the president to speak with attorney. And I've not given Ms. Yamasaki approval to speak with you. I mean, this is a policy that Ms. Yamasaki and Ms. Erickson were involved in.
Why don't you ask him?
Isn't that right, Ms. Yamasaki? Isn't that our policy?
That's if we reach them on our own time.
I don't remember that.
I cannot call.
I don't remember that.
I
remember that you have to talk with the president.
We don't always ask at every meeting whether we can speak to legal counsel. They are here for us to consult with.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't we have that policy where you have to get approval from the president to speak with it?
Well, do I have your approval?
It's not a dictatorship.
Please.
Okay, thank you. So I would like
Mark,
to restate
please.
my questions, please. Thank you. I would like an legal opinion whether this meeting is done in accordance with bylaws 9320A, Dr. Hansen's contract, Ms. Corella's contract, statutory law, and the Brown Act.
Yes.
Is this meeting properly noticed and scheduled
Yes.
and met the 24-hour requirement?
Yes.
I felt compelled
Yeah.
to call this meeting, and it had to be a special board meeting.
Hire somebody? Why? Because you won't even have a normal meeting.
Okay, my other question is it legal for our board to take adverse employment action without notice
Yes.
at a 24-hour notice special meeting without Dr. Hansen and Ms. Corella present?
Yes. There's a provision of the Brown Act that is a narrow circumstance where an employee is entitled to 24-hour notice. This is not one of them.
The motion is to postpone the meeting. A yes, it means we postpone the meeting. A no means we continue and move forward on this meeting. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No. No.
No. No.
We will proceed.
Absolutely right. It used to be great. It used to be a good school district. A lot of the teachers were definitely focused on math, reading. A lot of our curriculum, our test scores was really focused. But what happened? What happened to us as a district? Because we've gone down. Our test scores have gone down. Our graduation rates. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Yes. So I am speaking right now, unless you want to give me more time.
Excuse me.
So just as much as you guys had your voice, you guys came here and you guys voiced in agreement that what the board was doing previously. We had a liberal majority before, and now we're moving in a different direction. I do believe we need some change. It's been years that we've had the same superintendent. Why not try to change something? All of our district has started to go down. Count the college graduation rates.
Folks, we all know that there are people here in the audience that are of different minds, right? They're on different, so please, listen. Yeah. Civility clause, take that. All right? We got a civility clause here. So don't let me bring that out. So listen, there needs to be respect for no matter what side is talking, there needs to be respect. I can always close this meeting and we can go into closed session. It's up to you folks. It's up to the audience. The audience has control of this meeting in terms of whether we continue or stop.
We're finally back to a normal year. This is the first normal year we've had. You're now 3 months into it, and you're gonna burn the district down by firing the CEO and the Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services? It's very clear. Dr. Hansen is qualified. She's loved. She does a great job. You've all ridden on her coattails. You've made comments about how wonderful she is. You know that. You know that this is a raw power play and it's for political payback. This should not be happening. This is not the way governance is. We should not be tearing this district apart midway through the first normal year our students have had. It's very clear that this is not about children's education and children's well-being. It's very clear it's about politics, but we need to be decent. And Judge Riddle spoke very well on decency. Have we no decency? This is Dr. Hansen. This is somebody you hired as superintendent, and for the last 5 years have given excellent evaluations of. You showed no class in what you did.
I would actually argue that that was a classless move of Erickson to walk up to the podium and say something like that, and then walk back up to her board member seat after totally trashing the new majority of the Orange Unified School District Board. Unbelievable, if you ask me. Anyways, let's send it back to Rick Ledesma.
In closed session by a vote of 4-3, with members Yamasaki, Page, and Erickson voting against the motion, the board took action to immediately provide the superintendent with 30 calendar days written notice of termination of employment in accordance with the superintendent's agreement for employment at Section 7, Paragraph D, and that the superintendent is immediately placed on paid administrative leave effective today. Number two. In closed session by a vote of 4-3, with members Yamasaki, Page, and Erickson voting against the motion, the board took action to provide the Assistant Superintendent of Education Services with written notice that she is placed on paid administrative leave effective today until further notice, pending the district conducting curriculum and education audit. In closed session by a vote of 4, 2, and 1, with members Yamasaki and Page and member Erickson abstaining, Yamasaki and Page voting no, voting against the motion, the board took action to employ Edward Velasquez as the district's interim superintendent effective Monday, January 9th, 2023. Item 4. In closed session by a vote of 4-1, with members Yamasaki and Page voting against the motion and member Erickson abstaining, the board took action to appoint Craig Abercrombie as the district's acting Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services effective Monday, November 9th, 2023. I would like to adjourn the meeting at 8:45.
I would like to explain my abstention vote, or we don't have an opportunity to do that?
Thank you.
Okay.
I just want to close today by saying something. I'm a person that doesn't forget things easily, and on that alone, I absolutely applaud the decision to fire the OUSD superintendent and assistant superintendent on Thursday night. I'm not going to forget the fact that kids were not given a choice when it came to mask mandates, or when kids were forced to get the jab or get tested for COVID, or how much they keep ramming critical race theory down the kids' throats when it comes to ethnic studies. Obviously, the OUSD superintendent and assistant superintendent were okay with that coming down from the state because they did nothing to stop it. It was time for a change. And if you don't agree, I say you take a good look at all the test scores in Orange Unified School District, add them all up, and you tell me if the state made all the right decisions for the kids the last couple years. I rest my case. Anyways, that's it for today. Really appreciate you guys watching my video. As always, be sure to hit that like button or that plus sign, leave a comment, or please subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate it, guys. That's what's going on in California. God bless, take care, and I'll see you all next time.